this is Paul, the pop music freak. I am back with another video. Today, I want to talk about what is considered the gold standard of the pop music charts. Of course, the Billboard Hot 100. The chart that rates the biggest pop hits and has existed since summertime of 1958. The Billboard Hot 100, the week ending August 4th, 1958 was the first week of that chart. Before that, there were separate charts that rated the best sellers in terms of actual record sales, the jukebox, most played songs on jukeboxes, and then the most played by DJs on the radio. So basically, there was three different charts. They decided 1958 to combine them all into one chart. And it's really been the main focus of judging whether your song is a hit or not. So what I want to do is I want to discuss with you how the charts work. Basically, nowadays, the different ways of rating the hits have changed, obviously. Downloading songs has become the mainstay of purchasing records at this point, as there are really no vinyl singles or 45s being sold anymore in record stores. They kind of did away with that around the mid-90s, as computer download seems to be the main way to gain access to your favorite songs. So that is part of how they determine whether a song is a hit. They'll still look at radio airplay throughout the country, and they also focus quite a bit on what songs are actually being played on social media in terms of YouTube videos like this one. Sometimes a certain TV program will feature a certain song or two, whether it's a present song or a song from the past. That is measured as well to determine the chart success of songs. Now, the other thing I wanted to get into is one thing I've always been fascinated with is the year-end charts rating the biggest hits of each year and the all-time chart of the biggest hits in the history of a chart. Now, the last few years, there's been some attention to the Hot 100's all-time chart, as Billboard published an updated list of the chart a couple of years back. And as recent as last year, it was a big deal because the song that has been number one on that all-time Billboard Hot 100 chart, namely The Twist by Chubby, which had been number one since about 1962, going by that chart criteria that they use now. That song was jumped by Blinding Lights from The Weeknd. Actually, it was such a long-running hit, spending 90 weeks on the Hot 100, that it ended up gaining more points than The Twist and is rated the number one single in the history of the Billboard Hot 100. So this, to me, brought a new fascination into how the charts compiled, how they determine which songs are the biggest hits. So doing some research, I discovered really what the chart criteria used to be, and that they have updated it in recent years. The way it used to work is there would be an inverse number on each week's chart. They would take number 1 down to number 100, and there would be an inverse point system, meaning whatever song was rated number 1 would get 100 points towards keeping track of where it would rank for the year, for the decade, for all time sake. And 99 points would be the number 2 song, 98 points for the number 3 song, and so on and so on till you get 1 point for whatever song is rated number 100. So what happened is they decided at some point that maybe this wasn't the most efficient way to judge really the strength of a song's position on the charts. If you really do the math on it, I totally understand. Because now what's happening is they're rating the number 1 song in the country to only be 1% bigger than the number 2 song. Generally speaking, that is not the case. It's not always going to be that close. Generally, one song is going to dominate the charts. It's sometimes going to be, way more than 1% stronger in terms of sales or airplay or downloads, for example. And then at the bottom of the chart, what's happening is you're giving song number 100 1 point, and then you're giving song number 99 2 points. So you're saying song number 99 is twice as big as a number 100, which really isn't the case. So not to get too technical to bore everyone, that's basically what they decided to do, is change it to try to kind of make it a little fairer in terms of the strength of how big one song is compared to another. So they developed a new point system in recent years. I'd be very happy to share that with you. I'm not going to flash a whole spreadsheet of 100 numbers in front of you. What I'll do is I'll post a link to to this video, and you can look it up, and I'll give you the list from number 1 down to 100. But just to give you a quick synopsis, the way they change the ratings now, the number 1 song gets 60,000 points each week. They made it, the numbers a lot bigger, which of course can drive some people nuts. But just to give you an idea, they made it to that number 1, 60,000 points. Number 2 for the week is 40,000 points. Number 3 is 38,000 points. Number 4 is 36,000 points. They kind of made it so that number 1 does stand out compared to the others, but it's not, it's not going to be, it's kind of going to be as fair as they probably feel it can be. Going down the list, looking at analyzing the list numbers-wise, I'd say the top 10 is grouped pretty close between number 2 down to number 10, and then it's a big drop-off below number 10. For example, number 10 gets 26,000 points on this list, where number 11 only gets 11,600 points. And then it seems to be pretty symmetrical going all the way down below, say, the top 20. Song number 100 would get 600 points. So that is rated to still be 100th the strength of a number 1, which I guess in their research they determined that was more fair than the system they used to have. So just so you know, so what happened is when this changeover took place, which I think is approximately 2015, they had to recalculate every single year's chart list and every decade's chart list and the all-time chart list. So that's basically it. So what I want to do here after this long-winded numbers discussion is talk to you about what the updated top 100 list is of the biggest hits of the Hot 100 era. So what I'm going to do here is, since I have some copyright issues, serious copyright issues, they seem to be not allowing me to post anything that's actual song playing. So let me just get my list here. I have to just make an adjustment on my other computer. There we are. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a picture of each artist and song, and I'm going to give you the rundown of the top 100 songs in the history of the Billboard Hot 100 up to this point today. This is June 13th, 2022. By tomorrow, there'll be another week's listing, and that'll change the standings in some way. So what I will do is I will post this now, and say every few months or so, I'll give you an update on the list on who is ranked where. Okay? So let's go to number 100. I'm going to scroll on that list over there just to give you an idea. The song that just missing the top 100, that is number 101, is Post Malone featuring 21 Savage and Rockstar, is number 101 in the history of the Hot 100. Alright, so now counting down from there. Number 100 is Donna Summer and Hot Stuff from 1979. Number 99 is Michael Jackson with Billie Jean from 1983. Number 98, Shania Twain, You're Still the One from 1997. Number 97 on the list is Marvin Gaye and I Heard It Through the Grapevine from 1968. Number 96 is Nelly featuring Kelly Rowland and Dilemma from 2002. Number 95 is Bruno Mars and Just the Way You Are from 2010. Number 94 is the Archies with Sugar Sugar from 1969. Number 93 is Diana Ross and Upside Down from 1980. Number 92 is Pharrell Williams and Happy from 2014. Number 91, Dion and Friends, and That's What Friends Are For from late 1985, early 1986. Number 90, we have Paul Abdul and Rush Rush from 1991. Number 89, Paul McCartney and Stevie Wonder with Ebony and Ivory from 1982. Number 88, we have Maroon 5 featuring Christina Aguilera and Moves Like Jagger from 2012. Number 87, Drake with God's Plan from 2018. Number 86, Tag Team with Whoomp, There It Is from 1993. Number 85, we have The Fifth Dimension and Aquarius, Let the Sunshine In, The Failures from 1969. Number 84, we have Joan Jett and the Blackhearts with I Love Rock and Roll from 1982. Number 83, Stevie B and Because I Love You, the Postman song from 1990. Number 82, we have Brandy and Monica, The Boy Is Mine from 1998. Number 81, we have Lord with Royals from 2013. Number 80, we have John Lennon and Just Like Starting Over from 1980. Number 79, Post Malone and Sway Lee with Sunflower from 2018. Number 78, The Weeknd and Ariana Grande and Save Your Tears from last year, 2021. Number 77 is Meghan Trainor and All About That Bass, 2014. Number 76, The Jay Giles Band and Centerfold from 1982. Number 75, we have Ace of Base and The Sign from late 93, early 94. Number 74 is Timbaland featuring One Republic and Apologize from 2007. Number 73 is Kanye West featuring Jamie Foxx and Gold Digger from 2015. No, that would be 2005, my apology. Number 72, The Monkees, I'm a Believer from early 1967. Number 71 is Kesha and TikTok from 2010. Number 70, Kenny Rogers and Lady from 1980. Number 69, The Bee Gees, Staying Alive from late 1977, early 1978. Number 68 is Mario and Let Me Love You from 2005. Number 67, we have Blondie with Call Me from 1980. Number 66, The Black Eyed Peas and Boom Boom Pow from 2009. Number 65, Ed Sheeran and Perfect from 2017 into 18. Number 64, Boys to Men and End of the Road from 1992. Number 63, Whitney Houston, I Will Always Love You from late 92 into early 1993. Number 62, Alicia Keys with No One from early 2008. At number 61, we have Elton John with Candle in the Wind, the 1997 version, with a B-side of Something About the Way You Look Tonight. That was from 1997. Number 60, we have Robin Thicke featuring T.I. and Pharrell, Blurred Lines from 2013. Number 59, Carly Rae Jepsen, Call Me Maybe from 2012. At number 58, it's Andy Gibb and Shadow Dancing from 1978. At number 57, it's the Beatles with I Wanna Hold Your Hand, 1964. Number 56, it's Tommy Edwards and It's All in the Game from 1958, the beginning year of the Hot 100. Number 55, it's Dawn featuring Tony Orlando and Tie a Yellow Ribbon Round the Old Oak Tree from the year 1973. Number 54 is Nickelback and How You Remind Me from 2001. Number 53, Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson, Say, Say, Say from 1983. At number 52, it's 24K Golden featuring Ian Dior and Mood, 2019. At number 51, Queen with Another One Bites the Dust from 1980. At number 50, Bee Gees and Night Fever from 1978. Halfway there, let me take a deep breath. Okay, continue on. Number 49, Marvin Gaye and Let's Get It On from 1973. Number 48, Wings and Silly Love Songs from 1976. Number 47 is Savage Garden and Truly Madly Deeply from 1998. Number 46, we have Mariah Carey and Boys to Men with One Sweet Day from 2016. Number 45, Johnny Horton and the Battle of New Orleans from 1959. Number 44, Lil Nas X featuring Billy Ray Cyrus and Old Town Road from 2019. At number 43, it's Bobby Lewis and Tossin' and Turning, an award song of 1961. At number 42, it's Adele with Rolling in Deep from 2011. Number 41, Irene Cara, Flashdance, What a Feeling from 1983. At number 40, Luis Fonsi and Daddy Yankee featuring Justin Bieber and Despacito from 2017. Number 39, Godier featuring Kimbra and Somebody That I Used to Know from 2012. At number 38, The Police in Every Breath You Take, which is the number one single of 1983. Number 37, Next, with Too Close from 1998. Number 36, we have Andy Gibb and I Just Want to Be Your Everything from 1977. Number 35 is Adele with Easy on Me from late 2021 into early 2022. 34 is Flo Rida featuring T-Pain and Low from 2008. At number 33, Maroon 5 featuring Cardi B and Girls Like You from 2018. At number 32, we have Rihanna featuring Calvin Harris and We Found Love from 2011 into 2012. At number 31, we have Survivor with Eye of the Tiger from 1982. Number 30 is the Bee Gees with How Deep Is Your Love from late 1977 into 1978. Number 29, we have Chic with Le Freak from late 1978 going into 1979. Number 28, we have Percy Faith and his orchestra with the theme from A Summer Place, which was the number one single of 1960. Number 27, Boyz II Men, I'll Make Love to You from 1994. At number 26, Bryan Adams, Everything I Do It For You, which was the number one single of 1991. Number 25, we have Jewel with the double-sided hit You Were Meant For Me and Foolish Games, both from 1997. Number 24, Rod Stewart's Tonight's the Night, Gonna Be Alright from the end of 1976. Number 23 is Diana Ross and Lionel Richie's Endless Love from 1981. Number 22 is Post Malone with Circles, 2018. Number 21, Kim Carnes' Betty Davis Eyes, number one single of 1981, just beating out Endless Love, which I just mentioned before. Number 20, Usher featuring Little John and Ludacris and Yeah from 2004, number one song of that year. Number 19, Toni Braxton and Unbreak My Heart from 1997. Number 18, Mariah Carey, We Belong Together from 2005. Number 17, The Chainsmokers featuring Halsey and Closer from 2016. At number 16, it's the Beatles' biggest hit ever, Hey Jude from 1968, the number one single of 1968 and the decade of the 1960s. Number 15, Glass Animals with the current hit, Heat Waves, which has been on the chart now for 72 weeks, going all the way back to the beginning of last year, and it's still rolling at number 15. Number 14, Debbie Boone and You Light Up My Life, the number one single of 1977 and the number one single of the decade of the 70s. Number 13, we have Olivia Newton-John and Physical, number one song late 81 going into 82. It is the number one single of the 1980s. At number 12, we have Ed Sheeran and Shape of You from 2017, the number one song of that year. Number 11, Los Del Rio and the Macarena, 1996, biggest hit of 1996. At number 10, Black Eyed Peas and I Got a Feeling, number one song of 2009. Number 9, we have LMFAO featuring Lauren Bennett and GoonRock, Party Rock Anthem, 2011. At number 8, Dua Lipa's Levitating, number 2 hit last year, was rated number one single of 2021. It spent the most time on the Hot 100 of any song by a female artist with 77 weeks. Number 7 on the list, we have LeAnn Rimes with How Do I Live, also a song that only reached number 2 on the charts, but it spent 69 weeks on the charts and ranked in among the top 5 songs of the year in 1997 and 1998. Number 6 on our list, Mark Ronson featuring Bruno Mars and Uptown Funk, the number one single of 2015. Number 5 on the all-time Hot 100 list is Bobby Darin's Mack the Knife, the number one single of 1959. Number 4 on our list is Santana featuring Rob Thomas, and Smooth was the number one pop single for 1999, though it was a hit well into 2000 as well. Okay, the top 3. Number 3, The Kid LAROI and Justin Bieber and Stay. The song has been on the charts now for 47 weeks and spent 46 of them in the top 10. It is considered, let's see, at this point it would be considered bigger hit, more points earned in 2021 than 22, but it will definitely be among the top 10 singles of this year, 2022. All right, the runner-up, as I mentioned earlier, The Twist by Chubby Checker was the number one song on this list since its second run at number one in 1962. It actually first charted in 1960 and hit number one. Then the Twist craze was reborn in 62, and the song jumped back on the charts again and went to number one again, which explains why it has earned this many points to be number two all time. But the number one song, as I mentioned also, The Weeknd and Blinding Lights, spending an incredible 90 weeks on the Hot 100 and hit number one for 4 weeks. Just barely edged out The Twist on the list now to be number one. So that's where we are at this point. I will probably sometime this week do a video where I'll count down the top 100 artists in the history of the Hot 100 chart, which should be a fun list as well. Alright, so that's where we are. I'm going to wrap this up now. There we go. I gave you some information on the Billboard charts, how they're compiled, how the point system works, and the change in the point system of compiling the hits. So there we are. Okay, this is Paul, Pop Music Freak. I'm going to sign off now. I will see you soon. Peace and love.
Audio Jungle.